During the transition from Homo habilis to Homo erectus, new human species emerged in Africa. Multiple species of humans coexisted during the Pleistocene epoch of the Cenozoic era. Homo erectus, meaning upright man, pioneered a ground-based lifestyle, diverging from the climbing and walking adaptations of Homo habilis. This species symbolizes evolution due to its unique behavior and lifestyle. Homo erectus evolved to become more intelligent, powerful, and successful. In this exploration, we'll delve into various aspects of their lives: physical appearance, behavior, living conditions, and the world they inhabited during the Pleistocene epoch. This period was characterized by untouched landscapes, dangerous megafaunal animals, and early human societies. Join us as we uncover the remarkable story of Homo erectus. In contrast to Homo habilis, which would stick out in current clothing due to their hairy bodies and lengthy limbs, Homo erectus may not appear noticeably different from Homo sapiens. Homo erectus, an early human species, had a basic appearance similar to modern humans, but with notable changes, most notably in facial anatomy. Their protruding brow, sloping forehead, and outward-pushing jaws set them apart from modern humans. The flatter face, except for a projecting nose, was an adaptation to drier air, enabling them to retain moisture in arid environments. Despite these distinctions, Homo erectus was successful and inhabited diverse areas. Homo erectus males and females were almost the same size, standing between 4 and 6 feet tall. While they were taller than earlier hominids, their height increased plateaued with the appearance of Homo erectus. Their brains were also bigger than those of prior species like Homo habilis and Australopithecines. Initially, brain development in Homo erectus ceased during early childhood, limiting their ability to learn throughout life. However, in later populations, mental adaptation continued into youth, resembling modern humans. This ongoing learning process increased their mental capacity and contributed to the progression of higher intelligence in the Homo genus. There's debate on whether Homo erectus rose up out of Homo habilis around 2 million years ago, but evidence suggests they existed together for some time. One possibility is that a group of Homo habilis became isolated by a geographic barrier in Africa. Over time, they adapted to their new environment, eventually evolving into Homo erectus. Homo erectus was thought to be an ancestor of Homo heidelbergensis and Homo antecessor until about 100,000 years ago. Neanderthals, Denisovans, and Homo sapiens descended from Homo heidelbergensis. The last surviving population of Homo erectus was on Java, known as Homo erectus solensis. They persisted until about 108,000 years ago, and might have given rise to Homo floresiensis and Homo luzonensis island-dwelling species. Climate change likely played a role in Homo erectus' extinction, particularly for the populations in Asia. The transformation of their preferred habitat into rainforests favored smaller, island-dwelling species. Those that didn't evolve perished in the change. Homo erectus was the initial and first hominid species to leave Africa and spread across Eurasia and Africa. They were widespread in Africa, except for the eastern Sahara region. They colonized the western half of the Arabian Peninsula and reached as far as north as Turkey. Some groups migrated to Southeast and East Asia, with populations in Pakistan, India, Malaysia, Indonesia, Thailand, China, and the Korean Peninsula. They even reached Europe through the Iberian Peninsula, with fossils found in France, England, and southern Italy. The farthest Homo erectus populations were found on the island of Java in Indonesia, with evidence suggesting the presence of 2 separate groups. As they traveled, different subspecies emerged, such as Peking man in China, Java man in Southeast Asia, and European populations. Homo erectus ergaster was found in Africa. There is significant debate regarding whether Homo erectus ergaster is a separate subspecies or simply a subspecies of Homo erectus. It seems likely that ergaster is a subspecies of erectus. Homo erectus is known for possibly developing the first verbal language or proto-language in the animal kingdom. The nature of this communication is still uncertain, but it suggests advanced communication beyond ancestral grunts and calls. The hyoid bone discovered in Italy's Castel di Guido area is the most famous example of Homo erectus related to speech. Although the bone resembles modern human hyoid bones rather than those of apes, it lacks the muscle impressions associated with vocal use. This suggests that while Homo erectus couldn't speak as fluently as modern humans, it likely produced voice-like sounds and calls more similar to humans than Homo habilis. Homo erectus may have emitted human-like sounds as they roamed or communicated with each other. Some scientific theories propose that Neanderthals and modern humans inherited speech from a common ancestor, possibly Homo erectus. However, Homo heidelbergensis, the species bridging erectus and Neanderthals, is believed to be the first to possess true speech. Evidence of speech in Heidelbergensis specimens has been found primarily in Spain, suggesting it could be the birthplace of language. Homo erectus displayed different eating habits compared to Homo habilis. While habilis was a scavenger, erectus was a predatory apex predator. Archaeological sites associated with Homo erectus reveal the consumption of large mammals like antelope, swine, and cattle, and in some cases even larger game such as rhinoceroses, hippopotamuses, and elephants. They also consumed a wide variety of fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, fish, turtles, crocodiles, and amphibians. Their diet likely varied depending on their location, with Africa being favorable for larger mammals, while North Europe and East Indonesia offered different options. The intelligence of our ancestors began to surpass brute strength, as Homo erectus required tools to hunt and consume diverse food sources. The Acheulean stone tool industry is closely associated with Homo erectus, making their ability to craft deadly weapons with stone axes, knives, pickaxes, and cleavers. These tools were crucial for food preparation and likely used for wood cutting as well. The earliest Acheulean stone tools were found in West Turkana, Kenya, indicating a transition from the tools used by Homo habilis. Homo erectus showed remarkable intelligence and left its mark on the world. Some Homo erectus subspecies in Java even developed sophisticated tools like bolas, made of string and rocks, to immobilize prey. However, the most significant technological advancement was their mastery of fire. Homo erectus in Kenya were the first to transport fire from the wild to their settlements or caves. They learned to create fire by finding materials that burned slowly and striking rocks to produce sparks. The use of fire revolutionized early humans' lives and persisted throughout Homo erectus' existence. Ultimately, Homo erectus' achievements, such as the use of tools and control of fire, shaped our evolutionary path and laid the foundation for future advancements. The fire had various uses: warmth, light, and even entertainment. Initially, it was primarily employed for cooking food. Tools were utilized to cut or process hard foods, which were then added to the fire to enhance taste, increase nutritional value, or make them safe to eat. This discovery likely involved trial and error, with Homo erectus emerging as one of the earliest chefs. Homo erectus not only mastered advanced tools and fire, but also built basic dwellings. Structures have been found in Africa, although the specific Homo species responsible remains uncertain. Moving into Europe, we found basic shelters in present-day Germany, France, and Czech Republic. These simple dwellings measured approximately 3 meters by 4 meters and 2 meters tall. They were constructed by arranging branches into a roof, supported by additional branches acting as poles. The base consisted of a mixture of rocks and mud, forming rudimentary buildings that may have served as temporary shelters during harsh weather. Homo erectus is also recognized for creating the first instances of artwork or ritual activity. Individuals deliberately collected red ochre, potentially for body paint during social or hunting activities. In the Zhoukoudian area of China, where Peking Man developed, sites have been discovered with Homo erectus skulls that show signs of intentional smashing, possibly by members of the same species. The exact circumstances are unclear, but some scientists propose that these individuals were intentionally killed to consume their brains, hinting at the emergence of a grisly belief system or ritualistic behavior. Alternatively, scavenging animals might have played a role, although this remains a topic of debate. Regarding art, Homo erectus is credited with creating the first sculpture of a human figure, the Venus of Tan, estimated to be around 500,000 years old and found in present-day Morocco. This suggests that the species possessed a certain level of self-awareness and creativity. Whether the sculpture represents a self-portrait, a depiction of a friend, or a representation of a higher power remains unknown. Homo erectus thrived across 4 continents, encountering diverse environments and creatures. In Africa, they faced the Sahara Desert, coastlines, and diverse wildlife including giant herbivores and feline carnivores. As we explore the mysteries of our past, it is crucial to acknowledge the contributions of Homo erectus and recognize their significance. They were pioneers, adventurers, and survivors in a world vastly different from ours. Through their ingenuity, they laid the foundation for the remarkable journey of human progress that continues to unfold today.